So what we have seen in the last trading session was indeed a very positive move where the Nasdaq has actually led the way. But I mean, whatever has happened within the range. That's for sure, because if you are looking at the move, although it is indeed very positive, obviously there is no need to deny that, but it is not something which we call it as a phenomenal. So let us see what has happened in the yesterday's session and what it is saying about today's session, which we will see on 11th of January 23. So first of all, talking about the Dow Jones, now as I've said in my yesterday's session that a range bound has indeed happened as far as Dow Jones is concerned. So a range breakout has happened above 33,454. So this will be your support. Now the range will not change because whatever is happening within this small range. So right now you have 33,454 as your support and 33,390 which is going to be our stop loss on the downside. And similarly on the upside we have our immediate target of 33,944. Okay, that is very very specific, and Dow Jones is moving in between 33,390 and 33,944, in between a very small range. Now you have your stop loss at 33,390 on the downside, and similarly if there is any move beyond 33,944 945, we will then move towards 34,400 and 34,600 650. Okay, so the levels will not change. It looks like it is expanding. Let us see, but focus on this current range, and if possible don't try to trade in between this range. Let the Dow Jones, let's say if there is a breakout beyond 33,945, you will get a big opportunity. Similarly on the downside, if it falls below 33,390, then you will take your decisions accordingly, because this is a very narrow range and anything can happen. Big move or small move, or let's say Dow Jones will continue to sustain in between this particular or small narrow zone for the next 1 or 2 trading session. Nobody knows, so better stay away from this narrow range. That's what I am thinking. Okay, now talking about the most I would say stable one, which is S&P 500, and the similar kind of impact we have seen in S&P 500 as well. So a range breakout has happened above 3889 or 3890. Now 3890 will become our support and 3873 is going to be a stop loss. Similarly on the upside we have 395152, which is going to be our immediate target. So this is the narrow zone in between which S&P 500 has been trading, and if possible stay away from this narrow range and take your decision either beyond 3952 on the upside or below 3873 on the downside. Okay, similarly, so the last one is going to be Nasdaq, because see, sometimes we don't know what is going to happen, so it is better to stay away from the trend. And for Nasdaq it is a bit different. Okay, if you are looking at Nasdaq, it is indeed a bit different, because what we are looking for is a potential breakout. Okay, Nasdaq has performed quite well, so what we are going to do, we will just shift our focus a bit. So right now what we have here is our stop loss at 10,630. Okay, so 10,630 is going to be our stop loss, and you also have a very narrow range, which is 10,822 or 823 on the upside. So this is also a very narrow range, but the case is completely different over here. Okay, because there is a fresh breakout, it has retested and started moving higher, and in this case Nasdaq closed above the red line, which is the 200-day moving average. So it looks much more positive. If you want, you can consider 10,630 as your stop loss and trade higher, or if you want, you can also wait for Nasdaq to surpass 10,814 or 815 and then take your trade accordingly, because thereafter you have a 300 to 700 point worth of range that will open up. So This looks much more positive. Nasdaq looks much more positive, but I mean, as a summary, all the indices, whether you're talking about Nasdaq, S&P, or Dow Jones, avoid the current range. It would be much more, it is much more easy to do that, because we don't know what will happen within the range, whether the range will sustain or not, whether there will be a breakout or breakdown. Let the market decide and take your trade accordingly. So you need not to focus on, or you need not to stress yourself. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.